Hello everyone, it's Lesley here with a little video for Indigo Blue. So this year we've got some new stamps for Halloween. So we've got a Witch Called Wanda, we've got Raven Mad, and we've got a skull stencil, which is fantastic. And Mike Deakin has done some gothic papers which have got all these beautiful windows in. So there's some amazing backgrounds here, and we're going to use one of these today. So we're going to make a tag, and we're going to use Raven Mad. So it's going to look a little bit like this. Okay, so I hope you like it and you want to join in. If you've got the stuff, you can craft along with me. If not, watch and we'll have a go. So everything's available on the Indigo Blue website. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we're using skullduggery borders. Raven Mad, we're not using Witch Called Wanda today. We're using grey board tags, come in a pack of 4. And it needs to be white gessoed. And we're using the skull stencil with black gesso. And the gothic papers. So in the papers, you've got these wonderful doorways, and I've cut one out already. They're double-sided, so you decide which side you want, and I'm going to cover the tag like this. So I've cut out the little window on one side, and we're going to pop some skulls in there. So like that. I've just drawn around it, so I've got my placement, and we're going to use the skulls. So let's get going. Put that out the way. Right, so I have a stencil brush, and we're just going to shake up the black gesso, which was here a little while ago, and now appears to have vanished. Never mind, I'll find some more. There we are. Oh, it's hiding behind Wanda. There it is. Right, just shake it up. And I'm just going to use, I'll move my stamping card out of the way. Just going to use the gesso that's in the lid. And this is the area that we're going to put the skulls in. So I'm just going to choose where I want them to be. That should be all right. And I'm just going to take my brush and swirl the gesso backwards and forwards, around and around in the area where the window is. So hopefully we've got it there. I'll just take that off and have a look. Yeah, that looks fine. That should ideally go into a bowl of water now, but I'll scrub it off later. I'll put the lid back on the gesso, because otherwise I'll get very messy, and pop the brush in the water. And I'm just going to dry that off a little bit. And I'll just clean the gesso off the mat. Right, I've got a rubber on the end of my pencil. I'm just going to remove some of these lines. It's not working very well. Anyway, do the best Yes, we can. Oh, I must have some dirt on my pencil. Right, so now I'm going to get the paper and pop some grab and go glue on the back. Fasten the lid, and I've got a silicone brush here which will spread my glue very well, and this makes it very economical as well because it spreads it nice and thinly, and you don't get any lumps and bumps. So just position that where we want it to be. I need to make sure I've got some on this edge. Smooth out any wrinkles and lumps and bumps. Just smooth that down. Just get rid of this glue on my table. Going to curve it round the edges ever so slightly. Doesn't take long to dry, but it's still a little bit wet. And I've got an emery board here, and all I'm going to do is shave off the edges. Get rid of the rubbish, and there we are. Clean off the dust, and there we have the tag all nicely edged. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some cobwebs on. Where did I pull those stamps? There we go. So using the Skullduggery Borders set, which is a fantastic set. I use it lots and lots, and I've had it for many years. So just going to ink up with Versamark. So this is a clear sticky ink. And I'm just going to use White Cliffs of Dover white embossing powder on this one to give a lovely cobweb effect. So we'll have cobwebs coming both sides. Press down firmly. I can't really see anything yet, but you will in a minute. Just ink up again. Take it across this side. Press down again. And lift off. So hopefully in a minute we can see some cobwebs. So here's my White Cliffs of Dover. Sprinkle that over. Take off the excess. It's got a little bit where I don't want it. Paper's still a little bit wet, I think. Probably should have left it to dry or warmed it up a bit. Never mind. It's rescued. And I've got embossing powder on the table, so we'll just brush that into the tidy tray. Pop it all back in the pot. Pop the lid on. Okay, right, I'm going to heat that up now. Just heated the back of the tag and that's made it go flat again. And there we have our cobwebs. So we're going to do a little bit more stamping now. So on my stamping card, I'm going to stamp our raven. And we're going to use VersaFine Clair Nocturne for this one. Just make sure you've got a good coverage because it's quite a detailed stamp. And we'll stamp it sideways. Apply some pressure and give it some time to sink into the paper. There, beautiful. And at the same time, I'm going to do my pumpkins. So the pumpkins are on a witch called Wonderstam. And it's here already. So, same ink. And I'll pop them down this side. 1, 2, 3. And this time we're going to emboss with clear embossing glaze. So I'll sprinkle it across. Tap off the excess. Pop that back in the pot. Heat that up. Check I've got it all. Yep. And that all needs to be cut out. So I've done all those already. I've dry cut a little tag. And I'm going to put the sentiment on there. So the sentiment I'm going to use is "Start raving mad about you." So leave that on the chair. Just pop that in the centre of the tag. Clean my stamp. So, and then the pumpkin, and we're done. Right, I'll just stick some embossing powder on that one. So this is clear again, clear embossing glaze. That's all done. Pop that away. Right, I've already cut these out. So I've got 3 pumpkins and our raven. And I'm just going to get a little bit of black ink and just define these skulls a little bit. So I've got a little stencil brush, and we're just gonna put some shading around the edges of the skulls. Just makes them come to life a little bit more. Down the edge of this doorway. I suppose it's a window really, but just gives it a little bit of depth and shadow. There, hopefully you can see the difference. It's just not quite as flat. Right, I'll clean that up. And we'll do a bit of painting. So we're going to use Vivids to colour these in. So I've just got the matte Vivids. So just using water. I've already put them in my tray. And they just need a little bit of activating. I've got glue on my fingers. Right, so I'll start with the pumpkins. So using a bit of water, and this is Alanadale, which is a beautiful orange. I'm just going to colour that in and just give it a wash. Just give it a pale colour to start with. You can always add some more and different layers. Take some off that one to start with. Okay, so that's the base coat, and then we're going to go on to our raven. So in here I've got a little bit of Alanadale, Robin Hood, Sheriff of Nottingham, which is black, and Little John, which is blue. So I'm just going to activate this gorgeous blue, excuse me, and just give him a light coat of blue in a few places. Plenty of water. That's beautiful. So I'm going to add some more colours to this to change it. And some blue legs. that's a nice start. And then we've got a little bit of Robin Hood here. So I'll add some greens into here. And always add some more colour. I'm going to add a little bit of Sheriff Nottingham, and this is a really wonderful black, and you can use it for lots and lots of things. So I've done edged my colouring in with a bit of black, so, and then down that beak. And I'm going to add some Alan-a-Dale. So this is the orange. And I'll just change these colours. And a bit of green. A bit of black shadow. I'm going to put a little bit, trying to clean that brush. It's got a bit of black in it. Put a little bit of this yellow, Oxley yellow, just around the eye. Let's put some water onto here. And I'm going to add some of this into these pumpkins as well. A little more orange. Oh, that's very orange. Take a little bit of that out, I think. And then to this one. Oh yeah, our spooky pumpkins. Now then, I'm going to add a little bit more colour to the raven. Oops. Right, I'll just dry these off. That one's landed upon the floor. Right, I'll just hold it down. So a raven, some pumpkins. Just get rid of this ink. We've got our tag here as well. So I'm going to put some cobwebs in there, I think. So just using our Skullduggery Borders cobweb. Just swap it over. And I'm just going to use VersaFine Clair Nocturne. And I'm just going to put some cobwebs on the edge of the tag. Oops, not where I wanted it. Get a bit closer in. The bit I want's on the table. Never mind. Try from the bottom. That's better. Right, clean that off. And that. And I'm going to pop White Cliffs of Dover embossing powder on it. So I'll just hold it down and heat it up. And there you see the effect you get. So a little bit of black, so you can still see it when it's on white, but mainly white. And I'm going to put, somewhere I've got a blending brush, just going to pop a little bit of ink on that, just around the edges. Probably should be a spooky brown. No, we're going to leave it because of the windows. So, crocodile, and we'll re-establish that hole. Clear that out, and we're going to put a bigger hole in this little tag as well. So that'll go there, something like that. I've got my ball embossing tool and my soft mat. So let's get our raven all shaped up and ready to pop in place. So he's going to go somewhere like that. Shape the pumpkins. And I've got a white pen here. I'm just going to pop some little highlight lines on. Dots in their eyes. So same with our raven. I'm just going to pop some lines across here. A dot in his eye. I've not coloured his feet. Where's my paintbrush? detail stick here. There's a bit of pin flare glue gel. Put a blob on the back of each of my pumpkins. Bit on his feet. Right, let's put something together. I've got a strip of sari silk. I'll just pop that through the hole. Try and get it to come out the other side. Come on. Pop our raven in place. Now we have it. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed making it. If you want to make your own version, please do, and share it with us on I Love Indigo Blue on Facebook, because we love to see what you make too. All right, if you could like and follow Indigo Blue, that would be wonderful. And we hope to see you again soon. All right, take care. Thank you for watching. Bye.